video, I'm gonna teach you about Python programming for beginners. So if you have watched my other videos, you should have downloaded IDLE. Mine is 3.9.2, and if you have any early versions or later versions, that is okay too. And let's get started. So open IDLE. In order to open it, go to Finder, and then Python 3.9 in the section in Applications. Let's just find it here, Applications, and you can scroll down. Let's go up and see to find it. Python here, Python 3.9. Open that by clicking, and then IDLE, double click it again, and then here it pops up. I already have it opened. And then on the side, on your dock, you should have one. Good. Remove it from dock, and you can just drag it right onto your dock there, so it won't disappear if you close it. So now let's get with the real part. So Python is a high-level programming language designed to be easy to read and simple to implement or use. So a programming language is the instructions you give to something in a language they understand. Okay, so that is a small tip. And after you opened IDLE, this is the IDLE shell. And then go to File at the top. Open new file, and there should be another pop-up, and it's just a plain white sheet of paper. So you can use either one, but the only difference is with the prompt and the run function. So let me tell you what a prompt is. A prompt is these three arrows, and they tell you that Python is ready to accept more commands that you are gonna give it. So next I'm gonna tell you what to do to enter your first line of code. So you can either do both, but I will show you how to do it for both. So type print, no capital, then open parentheses, open quotes, and then end quotes, end parentheses, and then use your arrow keys on your computer to go 2 times left, and then you can type anything in the double quotes and parentheses. So if you're doing it on the shell, just press enter, and it will enter anything that you put in the parentheses and double quotes. So on the new file on IDLE, which is a blank sheet of paper, then you can write on it. It says United at the top. You can do the same thing. Print. Okay, now for example, I want it to print anything. Then if you press enter, nothing will happen. So then at the top, go to run module, and it says source must be saved. Okay to save. Press OK. And you can name it. I'm just going to name it test. I'm going to save it in my desktop. Press save. And then it will save. And on your shell, anything will pop up. On the new file, it cannot run anything. It can only insert your code. But one thing bad that shell has, you can't edit it. So if I wanted to delete something here, already pressed enter and I made a mistake, then I cannot edit it. But if you're using the new file from new file and then new, then you can edit it, and all you need to do is just delete it and then press run, and then run module again. So next I'm going to be teaching you about input and output. What are inputs and outputs? The input is the instruction you give to the thing, so anything. And the output is the results from the instructions that you gave. The process are the things that the thing that you programmed or gave instructions are gonna do and what they are supposed to do. So next I'm gonna tell you some questions, and these are basically a small little test. So you can put this in the comments below or just write it on a sheet of paper. This makes sure that you understood everything that we have been talking about in these sections. So what is Python? A game, B, a human language, C, a computer language, and D, a command. C is a programming language or a computer language, but people who use Python usually do it on a computer, and that just gave it away the answer, so you know it's C. Python is a programming language or a computer language. How do you print hello on your screen? So you can use this example on the screen right here, and you can use the same formula to do it with hello. Remember to add the parentheses and double quotes. You can use single quotes as well. Okay, A, print space hello. Next, and the print for number 1 is capitalized. Capitalized P for print, and then parentheses hello. Lowercase p, print, parentheses. I'm going to write everything down here so it's a bit easier. Number 1, print, here. So is that correct? Can that print out hello? Now, it is print hello. Can that print out hello? Okay, now can this print out hello? Can that print out hello? What about, last but not least, can this print out hello? Okay, if you got number 3 or number C, you are correct. Well, why? Let me show you why 1, 2, and 4 are incorrect. So print hello, that is a human language literally. So you forgot to write the double quotes or the single quotes and the parentheses. For the next one and the first one, the capital, so I can edit it like here. That would be correct. And for this one, you have to make the P lowercase and then add quotes. Okay, now for this one, that is correct. And for number 4, all you have to do is lowercase them. Now you can print it with any of these. So if you want to go try it out, you can. And I'll just delete the 1, 2, and 3 and stuff. So I will print it out. Then here, and then I'm going to press run module. Sources must be saved. And then it prints hello, hello, hello. Okay, next I'm going to be teaching you about operations. Operations in Python. So if you want to add is the same in the human language, which is the plus, and then minus would be the same as well, and then times or multiplication will be the asterisk, which is the star, and in order to get that, press shift and then 8. And then for division, it is a backslash, which you can press the question mark on the backslash on the right side of your keyboard right next to shift. So the add, that plus sign is add, that line is subtraction, and then the asterisk is multiplication, and the backslash is division. You can write that down if you do not think you can remember. So now the order of operation. The order of operation is multiplication and division goes first, and then subtraction and addition goes after. So if you were doing a question, for an example, a calculation, like, let me write that down, minus 56, and I do not need you to get the exact answer, just want the formula, then times 14, then add 18, and then divided by 2. If you need any help, these first 4 lines can help you. So how would Python solve that calculation? I'll give you a minute to think about it, and if you need more time, you can just pause the video. Okay, so one last thing before we start. If division and multiplication have the same precedence, which is the same order of operation, and that means if there are multiplication and division in the same line for Python to calculate, then it goes from the left to the right. Same with addition and subtraction. So, oops, that was here. So here, that is the calculation. So if you got first step is 56 times 14. 56 times 14, like that. And then 56 times 14 divided by 2. And then I'm going to use that symbol. And 18 divided by 2. That's the first 2 steps. Then you would do 1,267 minus 56 and 14 plus. Oops. Then 56, and over here for the and, you can just add the answers. Because, oops, here, because they are supposed to be added, then you can add them. So here's how Python will calculate it. 56 times 14 plus 18 divided by 2, and then 1,267 minus 56. So it'll first calculate this, and then it will calculate this, and then it will add these 2 together. So that is how it will calculate this calculation. Okay, we can use parentheses with these to control the operation, the order of operation. So in this same example, I'm gonna just move them aside. And then we're gonna move them down a bit. So then what if you want subtract addition to go first? Like you want 14 to be added with 18 before anything else. So then you would add parentheses around the calculation like this. Then I'll be performing it a different way, and you can try that out. And then yeah, so that is what we're going to be learning, and the summary for today's lesson would be how to print something. So you can print anything. If you're writing a letter to your cousins or writing anything, you can just say print anything. That will print anything because that's what I told it to. And if I run it here on the shell, it prints anything. Next, the 3 arrows are called the prompt, and the order of operation, which is the same in human language, in the human world, it's the same. And how to use parentheses to control the order of operations. So I hope you learned a lot from this course, and please subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, ring the bell, and comment down below if you have any issues, questions, or concerns. Bye!